While Iran's Ayatollah Khamenei has issued a warning to Saudi Arabia, cautioning against the normalizing of ties with Israel, likening it to betting on a losing horse. These comments have ignited a war of words between Iranian and Israeli leaders, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responding in kind. Jody Cohen has the details.
The supreme leader of Iran contends that Muslim nations engaging with Israel are taking a risk, predicting Israel's imminent eradication at the hands of Palestinians. In response, Netanyahu released a video dismissing Iran's attempts to impede normalization.
While Khamenei's terrorist regime exports ruin and destruction, Israel is advancing progress and peace, just as Iran did not prevent us from achieving the Abraham Accords.
While the terror regime of Khamenei sows destruction and carnage, Israel is advancing progress and peace. Just like Iran did not prevent us from achieving the Abraham Accords, Iran will also not prevent us from expanding further the circle of peace for the good of the citizens of Israel, peoples of the region, and humanity as a whole. This verbal sparring coincides with Israel's Shin Bet revealing the thwarting of an Iranian-backed attempt to target Israelis within the country. In recent months, Georgia, Greece, Cyprus and Azerbaijan have reported halting plots against Israelis, attributing them to the Islamic Republic. Defense Minister Gallant accuses Iran of establishing bases in Lebanon and Syria for terror purposes. Simultaneously, Iran filed a complaint against Netanyahu for his UN General Assembly speech, where he suggested preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons with a credible nuclear threat. Netanyahu's office promptly clarified that he meant a credible military threat. In the latest development, Israel's communications minister Shlomo Karhi is visiting Saudi Arabia, and footage emerged of him participating in a historic Jewish prayer service for the Sukkot holiday in the kingdom.
Two Israeli ministers have visited Riyadh in the past week, and US National Security Council spokesman John Kirby reported a basic framework for a deal between the US, Israel and Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, Iran and Saudi Arabia recently announced a Chinese brokered rapprochement after a 7-year hiatus in ties. However, tensions seem to have resurfaced over the war in Yemen. It remains to be seen if Khamenei's words will have an impact on Riyadh, or if the US can instead broker a deal which would create distance between Saudi Arabia, China and Iran. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.